The image web part, a staple of any SharePoint Intranet site page. The image web part is great. It lets you add a bit of color, a bit of life to a page which would otherwise just be text. And we can use image web part in lots of different ways really, but the most simplest is just to put an image on a page, like this fella here. So if I click this fella, he opens up here and we can see the image. Another way that we use image web parts is to support a block of text. So we have a lovely introduction of baboons in the words of David Attenborough. Thank you, ChatGPT. So we have this body of text, but it's nice to have an image that supports it. So we see the text, we see the image, they're related, and our brain is happy. Then we come down here, a couple more examples of this. So you might want to have a couple of different topics, can arrange them 3 in a row, and we have the image, text, they both relate to each other, and we're happy. You can also use the image web part in a full width layout, so you get the full span of your page, and it's a nice way to introduce a break to the page. Now, some additional things you can do with the image web part is you can have a text overlay like you see here in these images, and that's basically where we can have a caption on top of the image. Now, the character limit is 48 characters, so you can't put a lot in there, but you can definitely put something in there. Recently, Microsoft made some changes to the formatting we can have on this text overlay, which is great because it was very, very limited before. We can also add a hyperlink to an image so it acts as navigation. So if we see here on tigers, we want to learn more about the tigers, we can click tigers, and now that brings us to the page on tigers. So let's take a look at building the elephant page. So I'm going to say new, copy this page, and I'm going to say elephants. So what we want to do is we'll get rid of this fella, and I want to add in an elephant in an image. So add the image web part, stock images, I'm going to search for elephant, this fella, and click insert. So now I have the elephant image on the page, and that's the most basic way to get an image onto a page. The next thing we want to do is we want this section in here where we have the text and we have the image. I'll just paste in my elephant introduction, make this H2, and now this image in here, if you've already got an image on the page and you want to change it, all you do is click the image and we can say browse images, and we're back here again and we just type in elephant, pick our image again, insert, and we're good. And now we can change the text here. So on this image I have the text overlay on, and then I can just type into this box whatever I want. Put that in here, and we have this little pencil icon here. This is new, so we click in this and we have different options to format this text. So I've chosen this for my theme color, so that's what we're going to have there. Perfect. So then we come down here to this section. This is exactly the same as this. We've got the image web part and a text web part beneath it. So we have our baboons, we have our elephants, and we have our sharks. So we want to change this because we want this to link to the tigers. So I'm going to say change the image, stock images, tiger, and this is the file we want. Insert, and we're good to go. So I'll paste in my tiger intro, change the text here to tigers, and now if I want to make this link to a tiger page, all I need to do is click the pencil here, and then I put in the hyperlink there back to my tiger page, and that's simple as that. And these are all created exactly the same. Now if you come in here and this image, for example, happened to be a different size to these two images and you want them to line up nicely, you just click crop, freeform, and you can crop it there to whatever way you want it to align it nicely. When you have it there, click crop again and it'll apply it. Done. Now we want to get this image in here as a full width section. So what we would do is, let's delete this for a sec. So what we're going to do is full width section. Okay, and the full width section only gives us the option to put in certain web parts, and image happens to be one of them. So I'll say image, stock images, and I'll say elephant again. Click this fella, put it in. Now by default, it's going to put in the full image massive, right? And a lot of times that's not what you want. So again, we'll just use our crop tool here, freeform, and then we can crop this image to the part that suits us best. So we can say we want this bit, and then we want to pull it right up to this bit. And then I'll click crop again, and now we have the image cropped. And if I want to put the text overlay again, I just say text overlay, which is going to bring me in here like this. We'll put in our cheesy elephant pun, and again we can style this. We can say text box color is going to be this. We'll increase the opacity to this. We might have the overlay on the image as black, and we might darken it down a little bit. All fine. And then if we want to move this text here, we just click these dots here and we put this wherever we want. Perfect, we'll have it like that. And then very simply, that's it. That's how we can do lots of different things with the image web part in a very short amount of time. Publish, and there we have a lovely page on elephants. So that's the image web part in a nutshell. Hopefully you find that useful and you can apply it to your sites and make them more engaging than just text on a page. See ya.